So big props to them for coming out looking so strong. So it looks like we're just waiting on Yemen for a moment. If I can take just a brief moment while we're waiting on this and just say congratulations to Team Rocket. So they didn't qualify for this tournament, but they did finally win a major tournament in ESL EU this week. So love to my boys in Team Rocket. I'm so proud. I'm so glad for them. I know it's, not the usual thing. I'm sure they would have much rather be here, but still, they got it. They got their big win. I love Team Rocket. They're my friends. I'm glad they got it. But anyway,
awesome. Cool.
Game 5. That's what we're in right now. That's what matters now.
Yes, it is. This is the last game in the best of 5 series to determine who's moving on. And Yemen with the early goal, 8 seconds in.
Long enough to win a bull riding competition and just short enough to make a really big impact in the early game here. That's a statement goal. That's the kind of goal you say, all right, we're ready to win and just go to the finals.
Absolutely.
No
Wow.
lollygagging. We're not waiting around.
Yep, Yemen putting his team up early. Critical goal. If they get another one, then the momentum is definitely going to shift towards Complain, and it'll be a little bit of a difficult situation for FlipSid. But Cooksier and the whole FlipSid team, they're veterans enough to not let that affect them mentally. But we'll see how they respond. They've got to start scoring.
They do. Fortunately, when those early goals come, you at least have a lot of time to respond. It's harder when the goals come late. But speaking of which, Marky Duda sending it downfield. It's nicely disrupted, but they're still coming on with a lot of pressure. I think they really just need to turn this around, put the same kind of pressure that they were applying in Game 4, turn that back on.
Absolutely.
And, see if they can pull it off. Not there.
Yep, so Marky doing everything he can to keep this ball in the zone, and Cooks here as well, trying to get a ball out into the mid, and him coming off the wall to try to set up Marky, but not able to hit it. But Marky trying to dribble it into position. Ball easy clear for X3MW over to Yemen. Yemen's going to follow this up off the wall, but Cooks here beats him to it, putting the ball into Complain's zone.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an even showing right now. Despite that early goal, they've both been kind of going back and forth here. A little bit of ping-ponging.
Ooh, Duda with the shot, and he scores!
Oh, that dude gets a great shot. Look at this. Comes off the wall here. Marky tried to clear it out, but he didn't get enough power behind it, and Dadu was right there. Gets the really nice angle, puts it as far to the left as you can, which really would force the defense to fight for it, but nobody was there, so...
Yep. I messed it up again. I keep calling him Dadu or Dadu or no, Duda. I'm confused right now. I forget it. I just
Marky Duda, Dadu.
You can say it from now on. I'll just call him Player 1. No.
Well, speaking
and a long range goal by Marky. Phenomenal shot.
Marky Duda from all the way downfield. Look at this long distance shot. Nobody back there to stop it. Floats it over everybody. Had enough speed on it to just kill it. That's a great response. It's what they needed. Now they just got to keep it going, keep the pressure going, and maybe even turn this around, tie the game up, and make this a little bit more competitive than it started out as.
We're going to go on board with Marky Duda here, the scorer of that last goal, superstar on FlipSid Tactics, and he's dribbling the ball in the air, and he taps it again. Great mechanical control, but it did not yield a goal for FlipSid here.
Yeah, it looked like Ali was coming in maybe to try and dunk it off of his hood a little bit. It would have been a good setup if they could have gotten the timing right, but it's a very difficult play to pull off. Let's put it that way. Oh, but again, the net's wide open. Fortunately for them, Ali couldn't get to the other side of it.
Well, Cooksier and Marky both going up for that, and so the ball is in FlipSid zone. No one there to clear it, but they are able to recover and are trying to push the ball back into Complain's zone. Fighting for control, and Cooksier blows up X3. And the ball's still just hanging out in the mid.
Yeah, nice demo, but they just really couldn't turn it around and put anything on it. So, didn't work out quite the way I think they wanted to, but there's a good setup. Oh, Yemen, that was a great bit of defensive positioning. Clears the ball up high, disrupts the cross, I should say.
Good deny there from Cooksier, but X3 able to make sure that ball is not going to go into the net. Follows it up with a good hit into FlipSid zone and is dribbling it, almost bringing it full court into the net. Yemen denying the clear from Marky there, but Aliyu there to get it cleared. And Cooksier Cooksier with an insane shot, but X3 in net to respond. What a shot by Cooksier.
They are, I mean, the shots are beautiful, but they're typical. That's what I see out of FlipSid. They know what they're doing. The thing I'm really impressed by is this defense. Complain is looking phenomenal. X3 has been a force to be reckoned with. I mean, those are some beautiful stops in net and just really shutting down what is a very difficult to stop FlipSid offense.
Yeah, and we can see Dadu doing everything he can to put the ball into the enemy team's zone, and he somehow gets that to go in. Just lobs it.
Just whiff.
Oh, yes.
That was just a heartbreaker. Just whiff.
Yep, and all of you commenting with what a save on himself there. So complaining right now with only about a minute left. They're looking to be ready to advance into the grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great break for Complain. They're looking good. They're taking advantage of the mistakes that FlipSid's making, and that could really be enough, and that would have been, I think, kind of the final toll for FlipSid if that ball had went in.
4-0 with less than a minute.
Yeah,
and you can
right
see
now,
Dadu putting a lot of pressure on as well.
There's still time. There is still time here. 40 seconds. They got it. They got to get a goal now, though.
Yes, they do.
This has to come right now, and I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
Complaint doing a good job of just clearing the ball out. You know, they're playing a little less pressure, just playing defense to try to disrupt things. And that's all they need to do. Prevent these plays from developing.
Oh, and a wide open net, X3.
Wide.
Oh, just wide. But I don't think it's going to be possible for FlipSid to come out here on top. So Complain putting another ball on net, and that is going to be all she wrote. Complain is going to be moving on to the grand finals. FlipSid having to play Cosmic Aftershock for their chance to get into the grand finals. So FlipSid losing, unexpected.
Yeah, a little bit unexpected. I mean, the sub kind of threw things off a bit, at least in terms of what my picks or predictions would be. So it definitely made it a much closer affair for Complain. But good on them. I mean, they just came out into Game 5 looking outstanding. The defensive positioning was killer. They picked up their opportunities to score goals, and just some big mistakes by FlipSid really cost them that game. I think that the last goal there, the big kind of long distance arcing shot by Dadu, should not have gone in. There were two players back there on defense. No excuses there, just a huge lapse. But
and not to mention takeout gate. You know, like that takeout is going to be infamous moving on.
That will be. That could be the thing that takes them out, as a matter of fact. But,
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
But anyway, like we said, FlipSid losing that best of 5, 3-2 to Complain. Complain moving on into the grand finals. FlipSid going down into the losers bracket finals, which we will be casting next. It's going to be Cosmic Aftershock, the #1 seed in North America, versus FlipSid Tactics, the #1 team in Europe, in the losers bracket finals. So that's going to be an awesome match. We're going to go to a short break while we get that set up. But thank you guys for watching. Please go check us out, rocket-league.com. Follow myself, JamesBot, and Shalthus on Twitter, and also Rocket League and Rocket League Cinema, Rocket League Academy, all these great places, rocket-league.com. Thanks for watching so far, guys. We'll have the losers bracket finals in just a moment. Stay tuned.